offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bears have been able to pass the football, but they are still getting housed. The Vikings are clearly in control here, and it would be surprising if they coughed up this lead. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now following the turnover, the pass will be caught over the middle, and that goes as a 31-yard touchdown. The Vikings strike first in this one. Midway through the first quarter, Cutler's on point with the throw, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. Vikings with the ball midway through 1. Fusco's stiff arm attempt works perfectly, and he'll take it in for the touch. Vikings is up now by 7. Vikings have it at the 35. Peterson's going to break free after a stiff arm, and he'll go in from 35 yards out. The lead now at 14. Third and long. Royals found coming across the middle. He gone as he sprints into the end zone. Trailing now by 13. Gold's going to boot it away. Patterson's the one on the return, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The lead now at 14. Vikings line up at the 41. Peterson's going to take it off the right side, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. That takes the lead up to 25.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That one goes for 24 yards. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, 4 down. Get ready!
2nd down, Bridgewater. Complete to right. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
1st and goal. They'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They try again with Peterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Our players' spotlight here hones in on Jay Cutler. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, it's Cutler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And with a little breathing room here after the incompletion. I know you and I were chuckling yesterday. How about the reporter asking Jim Caldwell where he would play Usain Bolt? He said, of course, receiver at 6'5".
I think Jim Caldwell knows what he's talking about. 6'5". That type of speed, I'd run go routes all the time with him. And let's face it, the NFL, we've had a history of trying this, haven't we? The Cowboys tried Jim Hines way back when, a former Olympic sprinter.
So are you starting the Bolt to the NFL movement or what?
I would love to see it happen, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Look at the dance and the juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go. Tiger.
Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Power, strength, athleticism. Those are 3 of the reasons you give the ball to Adrian Peterson on 4th down, because this guy just has a knack for moving the chains, and he's able to do it again right there.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKenna. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a Chicago first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They run with Langford. And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On second down, here's Cutler. And his throw is incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Get right.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Mariani. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, 28 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jay Cutler and the Bears offense working their way back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Good job by the O-line quarterback. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. 2nd and 10, it's Cutler again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Cutler will throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Sherrills to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play in good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
To throw is Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Cutler to Langford on the draw. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And that's going to lead to a third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To the football, it's blocked. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that's going to make it 4th down. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. Surveying the field. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think we brought up statistics from somewhere around circa 1927-28, hoping we could keep people going in this one.
Deep in the annals for this blowout win. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Welcome to franchise mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted cover 3. Take out Rodgers' deep passing game or swagger with your own run game. The decisions you make with your game plans will be impactful and powerful. Off the field, we have doubled down on the amount of control you have with big coaching decisions. Sign and re-sign players with more feedback. Trade and cut players with ease. Take risk with more authentic injuries. And set your season goal for big rewards or a big pink slip. We've even included some of the most requested features from the community with the addition of the practice squad, full player editing, and scores from around the league. This is your franchise. More control, more decisions, more impact. Now take your team all the way. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk.